everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Saints going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rushers, Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Charles. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Cousins again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. they may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll air it out deep for 10. And this is caught inside the 5. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's the tight end Fleener for the Saints touchdown. Kobe Fleener, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Again, it's Charles. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and 4. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down throw for Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second down following the incompletion. Off the play fake, Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. A first down carry here for Charles. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Second down, Cousins. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On third down, Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And this is Eddie Lacy with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, Murray. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Charles. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When you think of Jamal Charles, you think of speed. Pure lightning. Absolutely electric. And sometimes with those speed guys, the ball can get away from their body a little bit when they're carrying it, and some fumbles can result.
They were able to jar it loose there. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, it's Charles again. And some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
toss play. Here comes Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll drop to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lutz's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go with Murray again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play. But it didn't gain him any yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They're going to look to throw. And some room to work. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To throw, Cousins. Now this is brought in by Pryor. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Shift together here from the D-line. On the run, it's Charles. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Play clock winding down. Now Jamal Charles on third down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They run it here with Thompson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Screen pass to Charles. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Thompson. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 21-yard line.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go now.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sua Cravens in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He can't get him down. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down. That's Charles. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big run there by Charles. 78 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they'll run it on the toss. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's Cousins on the sneak. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Saints will have the football back. And tough starting field position here. Time to ground it out now with Murray. Room past the 20. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Again, it's Murray. They find some open field here. A fancy running by Murray. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big run that time by Murray. 44 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Murray running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Saints, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.